Welcome to Tour Confidential, brought to you by FootJoy, the #1 shoe in golf. FootJoy invites you to step into the next big thing with the all-new HyperFlex golf shoes. Go to FootJoy.com for more. Joining me this week on the panel from Golf.com, it's Mike Walker, and live via Skype, Golf Magazine's Josh Sens. Guys, this week is one of the more fun weeks in golf. In fact, this year with the Super Bowl in town, it might even be the most fun. It's the Waste Management Open. It's the greatest scene, we feel, one of the great scenes in golf on the 16th hole. The question is, should we have more of it? Should other events do this? Josh, let's start with you. Do you want to see more of the 16th hole in Phoenix, or is one enough?
I think a little goes a long way in this case, and once a year is the right amount. I mean, you want to see caddy races at Augusta, I'm not so sure. I think after a while it'll get a little tiresome. It's like, it's going to the big frat party where you go crazy for a couple nights, and you wake up with a hangover and you say you'll never do it again, and then the next year rolls around and you're ready for it. But every other week, it just wouldn't work with your lifestyle.
I wonder if maybe other tournaments could do more than they are, could copy this model. What do you think?
I think we definitely need more. I mean, when you talk about exciting events in golf, you talk about Phoenix, you talk about the Ryder Cup. What do they have in common? The fans are involved in the tournament. It's the one sport where most events, the fans aren't really involved. I mean, I'd like to see this sort of atmosphere of, I mean, not like a drunken frat party, but being able to cheer for people, for golfers you like, to have a sort of an attitude of, hey, we love golf, we love watching great shots, like really get excited when you do it. Bring it to all events. Why have it just this one week that everybody's like, wow, isn't it great that we cheer at golf? It's like, well, why can't you do it the other 48 weeks a year?
Yeah, I like the idea. I want to see more of it too, but I just wonder, how can you create that at other events? At a certain point, I wonder if it has to happen organically. What do you think, Josh? If a tournament wanted to set up a fun par 3 and build bleachers and create this party atmosphere, is it even possible, or does this just have to happen on its own?
I think that's a good point. I mean, there's something distinctive about the Scottsdale surroundings that make it pretty conducive to that kind of scene. And if you start to force it, then it's like watching your grandma dancing. You don't really want to watch, a 67-year-old dude in his visor trying to get jiggy in the grandstand. So I'm not sure. I think you're right. It has to happen organically. But as you guys are talking, I'm realizing I'm coming across as some stuffy guardian of tradition. I like a little levity. I just don't know if you go over the top like you do at Scottsdale every week.
And if you're a smaller tournament, can you build? If you build it, will they come, or is it just one of those things where this is unique to Scottsdale?
No, I mean, I don't think it should be a gimmick, like, if it's a low event that people aren't interested, oh, let's let people get drunk and yell and we're going to like the tournament. I'm saying bring it to the US Open, somewhere you have people excited about golf, and let them know it's okay to get excited if somebody hits a good shot. Now, the Masters is always the Masters and everybody likes that tradition, but why the US Open, which I think by the Fox deal and just generally, it feels like they want to inject some more life into it. It feels like they want to compete with the Masters as, hey, this is the preeminent American golf tournament to watch. I think all you're really doing is just taking the harness off and letting them run.
You're giving them license to be crazy.
I think they want to do it. I don't think you need to really do anything other than tell them it's okay.
Well, I think Mike's right. I mean, the U.S. Open is the closest one where that could happen. You think about Bethpage when Tiger won and Phil was in the running. I mean, that crowd got pretty crazy, and that was a great atmosphere for golf. It worked, but again, that's organic. It felt very much like New York. It felt like the right mood for the place. Can you bring it everywhere? I'm not so sure. But Mike is coming across as the common man here, and he's even coming out with the New England accent as he's talking. So I just feel like I'm being pigeonholed here as the stuffy guy. So I just want to cast aside any idea that that's who I am.
He's flashing the New England accent because his Patriots are in the Super Bowl this week.
You got to sell Josh on this. I mean, I'm like, yeah, sure, have a party in New Orleans. Yeah, sure, have a party in Illinois, at the John Deere. Have a party everywhere. It's supposed to be fun.
All right, I agree. I think golf should be fun. Josh, sorry, you're 2-1 on this one. We're going to have to leave it there. But for Mike,
how about Nirvana cover bands at this year's U.S. Open in Seattle, just to test it out?
Perfect. I'm on board.
Right.
I'm on board. We'll leave it there. For Mike and Josh, I'm Jeff. Thanks for watching this week's Tour Confidential, brought to you by FootJoy. We'll see you guys next week.